not be in the lineup, out with an injury.
Kevin, he went down in that last game, but it appears as though it's only a short-term loss, and so they're expecting him back in the near term.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. We've got Williams. Beasley is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Abaji in at the 3. You know, Shams, you covered transactions all day long, all season long. And the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. DiVincenzo passes to Williams. Here's Abaji. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Grimes. He's got 5. Outside, Maxey.
Baltimore foul. Ochai Abaji. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Maxey on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be heck.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Here's DiVincenzo. After the made shot from Joel Embiid. Here's Abaji. Misses the 3.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Bogdanovich comes in for Yabusele. And it's Edwards in for Kelly Oubre. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
That free throw, no good. Gordon's checked in for Philadelphia. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And stolen by Drummond, and the shot is good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Baltimore trails by 12. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Bogdanovich dishes to Edwards.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Timeout called, the Barons.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it's sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can to make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Personal foul.
Stand.
Third team foul. In for the Barons, Goodwin. Sasser.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Edwards looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Baltimore trails by 16. Pass to Sasser. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Barons able to retain possession here.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
.41 seconds left to play here in the first. Got that one up quick. Abaji's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Maxey. Bogdanovich up top. He's covered by Sasser.
Sasser. That's his first personal foul. Fourth.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player. A guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Here's Abaji. He's got 5. Passes it to Smith. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Baltimore ball.
Here's Goodwin. Christie kicks to Goodwin to the right side. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Sixers ball.
There's 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. Out to Edwards. Over Christie. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Well, we've talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Setting the floor for the Barons. Goodwin out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And there's Christie. Then it's Williams. And it's Walker in at the 4 spot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Gordon. Rebound by Williams.
Might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Timeout called, the Barons.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And the Barons making a change here. Baltimore trails by 14. Here's Shed. The rebound by Yabusele. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oubre outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baltimore with the rebound.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Beasley for three, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. From 12 feet out. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Love the activity from Embiid, just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive, getting rewarded for it there.
Walker the pass to Christie. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
That's tipped. It's 2-on-1. On its way from Beasley for 2. Finished off the break. Beasley's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Call for Philadelphia.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And your Sixers.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Bogdanovich comes in for Yabusele. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And Maxey subbed in for Gordon. Walker taking his time here. Baltimore moving that ball around. Pass to Shed. Lets the 3 fly. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. The pass to Walker. Kicks it out to Beasley. There's the triple. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Substitution on the court.
55 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Here's Sasser. Scoreless thus far. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Beasley, the pass to Abaji. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Crimes with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Sasser with it. He's covered by Maxey. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
The shot's good from Christie.
Assist.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Offensive rebound. Drummond. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what was your impression?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance thus far.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
I know teams love to rely on the 3 these days, but you got to know when to get away from it. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Andre Drummond is out there with Oubre. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. For Philadelphia, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. He hits the second from the line. Baltimore trails by 18. DiVincenzo with it. Nothing on the board. Shot's good by Williams.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the field.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
The 3. The shot will not fall. And Beasley has the ball here for Baltimore. It's a 16-point game. Williams with the block. Maxey passes to Grimes. Goes back up. And he hits the jump shot. Grimes has got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Timeout called, the Barons. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? And Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Baltimore making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
And
and the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Pass to DiVincenzo. From deep. They grab their own miss. Williams kicks to DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. Now, I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
And Williams drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Philadelphia leading by 20. Inside, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
He put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Philadelphia with the ball. And here's Maxey. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Embiid, no good. Baltimore trails by 20. Walker goes in. Here's Abaji. Another shot. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Over Maxey. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
From 10 feet out. Shot by Grimes. No good. Baltimore on offense. Back to Walker. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Goodwin. No good on the three. The 76ers leading by 20. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Goodwin finds Williams. Here's Abaji. Here's Goodwin. Drills it from outside. Goodwin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And the 76ers call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Bogdanovich comes in for Yabusele. And it's Edwards in for Kelly Oubre. Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Baltimore trails by 21. Here's Sasser. Yep, that one goes in there. Sasser's got 5 points so far.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Takes it from 10. Again, Philadelphia.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 6. Pass to Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Sasser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Baltimore foul. Christie. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the third.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
There's the pass to Abaji. ID by Bogdanovich. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Edwards, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Off target with his three. Christie against Maxey. Over to the left wing. They get it again. Smith. Off target at the rim. And so it's Philadelphia, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the 76ers with possession, setting the floor for the Barons. We've got Malik Beasley. Williams is out there with Jalen Smith. That's Goodwin. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Baltimore with the ball. The 76ers getting the bucket. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And Maxey with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Goodwin dishes to Smith. And it's good for two.
Jalen Smith.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
RJ, talk about a guy who can completely take over. Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there.
Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Maxey. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Here's DiVincenzo. That one, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Tipped away. Fast break, here they come. Here's Beasley. Roddy the pass to Beasley. For the three. Rebounded by Howard. Beasley's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
No good from Beasley. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid comes in for Edwards, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Here's De Silva. Over Howard. Takes the three. De Silva with the bucket.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Embiid. The second chance effort. No good. Baltimore on offense. Baltimore moving that ball around. De Silva. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Lowry kicks to Howard. And he makes that one.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's De Silva. He's guarded by Howard. Shoots the three, and Baltimore hits again from deep. Timeout call the 76ers. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Now here's Williams. And the shot goes down.
Williams. Assisted, Christie.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Now Maxey. Drummond in the post. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Outside Edwards. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Drummond.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Now, here's Bogdanovich, and it's Baltimore on the break. Here's Roddy. Goes up the baseline. De Silva, no good. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Edwards can't hit. Gordon against Christie. Over Gordon. The shot's good from Christie.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Here's Maxey. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Joel, congrats on the win. A quality win. How did you secure it?
Oh, we played. We were tough tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensive, and we were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
Well, you're building towards something good, man. Congratulations on the win. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.